a complete team effort. We were talking before in pregame. We haven't had one of these probably since Miami game. We've had individuals step up. Robert and JB last game, and this individual that game, this individual, and we really haven't had a team effort, kind of going outside themselves in a while. And so, put the challenge to them, and they certainly, again, when you talk about passing up good shots for great shots, Jonathan Mitchell in the past would have, shot those 3-point shots instead of attacking the paint. Dane Miller would have settled for a 3-point shot instead of attacking and finding an open man. So I just thought they did a tremendous job playing for one another and kind of going outside themselves, as a team.
Mike, what about the defense? 30% shooting for Providence, and Brooks only got 6 shots off in the second half.
Again, I love it. I wish I always, as a coach, we got to be better even position defensive-wise, but they're starting to, and let me finish the thought. They're starting to get it.
Right. And
it's hard to see progress as a fan in media because you're taking some L's. But this team's getting better defensively. They're starting to just instinctively jump into the ball, instinctively communicating on some of the switches, instinctively doing some of the things that's part of our formula. And so it's hard to see at times in the Big East, but this team is improving, and that's why I'm excited about it.
Did you do anything differently with Brooks in the second half?
We didn't hedge as hard, and so he was attacking some of that. We really just, again, he attacks from the top of the key, and so we really just made him attack 2 players instead of just kind of going one-on-one. You go one-on-one with Marshawn Brooks, you're in deep trouble. So he always had the second defender in his way and sometimes the third defender in his way.
Like you had talked before about sometimes they are waiting for bad things to happen. That didn't happen tonight?
It didn't. Even when, he had some bizarre plays like Mike not catching the ball and some of the other things, JB, the guys in the huddle, the guys who were around it were like, next play, we're okay. There was an urgency to be successful, to be successful in the next possession. So maybe they're growing. Maybe they're understanding how hard and how hungry you have to be to win in the Big East. I hope.
And the turnovers, you cut them down a lot in the second half. Was it just taking care of the ball better? Or?
Yeah, again, it's a different. We can't attack every time. We can't play to their tempo. But at times you have to attack because then it gets so overbearing, the pressure. So, Dane had, highlight film passes the first 2 out of 3 possessions, and he thinks he's going to be Chris Paul for the next 5 possessions. So pick and choose, discipline, patience, and I thought we picked and choose tremendously in the second half.
Mike, could you talk about you guys getting something tangible that you can point to, especially in the Big East after you guys had those 2 tough losses, and now you can point to this game and say, hey guys, if we do it this way, this is what can happen.
Yeah, again, you always need your first victory. That's what's tangible, like getting that first W in the Big East, especially when you go to, and especially you lose at home, and one of those games where our three top scorers didn't show up. So getting that first victory, getting it off our back, as I said before, I think this team's improving, and so I'm excited about that. Now, if the consistency, if guys, kind of continue playing outside themselves and attacking like an Austin Johnson, doing those type of things, I think we can, we can be in a lot of different games and hopefully pull some out.
Mike, Austin was 6 of 9. He had 16 points. Your bench scored 28 points. Can you comment about Austin and also?
Yeah, that was
3 guys as well.
Yeah, I say mean things, Austin, especially after the Villanova game.
Yeah.
And you challenge them, and I don't give players phony confidence. Never have. I'm bad at that. That's one of my weaknesses about, you can do it. And I attacked him. I attacked Mike Coburn. And so I'll give him all the credit in the world. He came out, for someone who shoots 62%, he doesn't demand the ball in practice, so how are we going to give it to him in the game? And so I talk about coming outside yourself. He rather just be a complimentary player, to be honest with you, and set nice screens. He's a wonderful person. Stop being so nice. Attack and get yours.
Mike, your first Big East victory, is there any meaning to that for you?
You kidding me? It's unbelievable. It's, Because in this league, you look down, you don't know when the W's are coming. Every single night's a fight, and you're scratching and clawing. So yeah, I'm very excited to get this kind of done and away with, and starting to prepare for UConn.
Mike, what was the explanation on Coburn's technical?
He demonstrated. Was that the word that he demonstrated? He got up and showed. Again, you can't. I'm not going to agree with everything referees do. They're a great referee crew and they're professionals. He felt that he demonstrated.
Just in terms of being able to control the boards like you did, and the rebounding after, it seemed like a lot of guys went through the class hard.
A lot of guys did a lot of different things. Yeah, Jonathan Mitchell's 21 and 10. My goodness, did he play well. Gilvita stepped up in the second half. A kid like Mike Poole. Mike Poole, he has some tough things going on, and especially it's new to him. And sometimes he can't be. He shouldn't be in a game of freshman. It's sometimes when he is, but 5 rebounds. We talk about making things boil, like getting that W. 5 rebounds is a perfect example of him grinding out and making a difference. And again, he's finding out how to compete in the Big East and be successful. But 5 rebounds are a perfect way to help us win. Thank you, gentlemen.